Well, it's been a minute since I've done a video, so figured it was time on taking a break. Took a break for the last week since the last NPK final. We came back, I haven't even unloaded the car. Whatever's wrong with the car, it's something minor. I just need to get it in here, and I just went to put it in here because shop's now clean. Cleaner. Clean as it gets usually. Thanks to my wife and my boys from the field came over one day and on a rain day and straightened it up. I'm gonna pull the car in here and I'm gonna find out what the little squeak was. It was probably just me being paranoid, but at the end of the day, the car wasn't gonna be tested and ready to race at the final, so there was no reason to push it. So now we're gonna concentrate on getting the car completely ready for NPK when we start up again in March. I believe we're gonna start again in March. Couple things. Then after I get it lined out, I'm gonna jump back on the vet, get the vet finished, then I gotta stick the transmission in the 2.0 car, which I should have already done a long time ago, but sometimes I just get fucking lazy. Funny thing is there's a lot of people in this world that are irrelevant, and they die hard. They really in this world, they want to be relevant somehow, some way. Even though there's this big belief that I've got tons of money and I'm rich and all that, I'm not. I spend every fucking dime I make. You don't have all of this shit and have money. That I spend every dime that I make, I spend it. I'm not banking on retirement. Stacy's taken care of. Brantley's taken care of. Something happens to me with property and stuff that I bought. But at the end of the day, I'm just like you guys. I work every fucking day. Alpha Steel here somewhere, and I put in probably more hours than most people would ever even try to do. I get up at 3 o'clock every morning. I go to bed about 9 o'clock every night, and I sleep about 3 hours, and then I'm back up. And I'm using, man, I'm constantly going. But the people that are relevant in this world, you know you're relevant. You don't have to fight for relevancy. You don't have to go on the internet and try to be something that you're not, or try to engage people in your bullshit troll games. I don't engage, guys. I did that for the first 2 years, tried to backtrace IP addresses and all that stupid shit. The truth of the matter is I say the same thing to everybody. You got something to say, come say it to my motherfucking face. They never do. They can be 15 feet from me. They'll want to talk shit on the internet, but they don't say a fucking word to my face. So all you guys that think I'm gonna engage some of these wannabes or these people that are trying to swing on my nuts to get, I mean, I got 300,000 plus people that follow me on everything I do on Facebook. We're at 40 something thousand here, and it'll keep growing if I'll keep doing the videos. But at the end of the day, none of these guys actually fucking change my life or affect me one way or the other. The whole money situation, hey, I've worked for everything I've got. My mommy and my daddy, nobody's ever gave me jack shit. I've had to work for everything that I got. I didn't inherit money. I didn't luck into money any way, shape, form, or fashion. I own everything I have. I've worked for everything I have, and I'll continue to work for everything that I get. So it's hard for me to get excited on some of these people, and some of you guys want me to engage this bullshit. Fuck all that. I mean, anybody, I've said it for years, I'll still say it again. I said I wouldn't street race this car, but anybody that comes up here and they won't put money down and we go grab a fucking street, I'll do it. I don't give a fuck what your name is or who the fuck you are. I really don't care, because you're irrelevant to me. My fans mean a lot to me, and I had a great time going to these last few races where all I had to do, I let people look at the car and we just hung out and had a great time. Probably the most fun I've had in years doing this, because I wasn't under any pressure to go fast. I didn't have to fucking bust my nuts trying to get the car ready for the next round and all that. I had a great time. I really did. Stacy had a great time. We met some great people. The Florida race, as you guys seen, that shit was epic. My boy Ryan did exactly what I knew he was gonna do. I know he put it out there as a question, but I knew what Ryan was gonna do. Ryan and I've been friends for 15 plus years. and I know what kind of character he has. And of course he was going to draw out of the bucket. I mean, that's just how Ryan is. Ryan wants to win the right way, and there's very, very few people, guys, that are true fucking sportsmen and true racers that want to win the right way. I'm one of them. When he asked me what I would do, I said, dude, you know what I'd do, but that's beside the point. You have to do what's best for you and your family. And he did what was right. I mean, and you know, he whooped everybody's fucking ass there. I mean, whooped everybody and went on to win, take the championship. Congratulations to Ryan and his crew. He's got a badass crew. He's got a badass wife that stands behind him. Ryan is one of my closest friends. You wouldn't think so because we don't talk that often because we're constantly always busy. But anything he needs, I'm there for him. Anything I need, he's there for me. And I even told him I'm going to lean on him a little bit for the first time to help me get this car squared around. I've got Tyree. I've got a great team backing me on this deal. But we're going out there to win. I don't, you know, like Tyree said, why do we want to go win a race when we can try to win the championship? So, I mean, that's going to be our goal next year. I know I'm underpowered because I got a big block Chevrolet. Everybody else got a Hemi. But I'm just a big block Chevrolet guy. I'm going to stay with my big block Chevys. I do get to be lighter, so the car's light. I think the car's going to be fast, and if it's not, we'll always know it should have been. If not, there was 3 stipulations for Tyree coming and helping me. One, we had to have spare everything. Yeah, see, I got spare motor, got 2 spare transmissions, 3 sets of gears, all the shit, just everything. I have multiples of everything that I've gathered all this stuff up so we could do this right. He said, 2, car's got to be ready before we ever bring it out. That's why I didn't try to race it at any of the races, because it just wasn't ready. And anything that I would have done, if I'd have went out first round or something, then everybody would have been bumping their cocksuckers like they always do. Reaper can't drive, blah, blah, blah. And it's funny, some of you guys that say that when you don't even have a fucking car. So that kind of cracks me up. But like I said, relevant. Trying to be relevant in this world. I'm not no fucking TV star. I'm not no famous person. But there are a lot of people that know me know who I am. And I still put on my pants same as you guys every day. And I don't have to be relevant. I don't have to be relevant in anybody else's eyes because I really don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks. I got a beautiful fucking wife that loves me and loves me more than I deserve. I've got my brothers, who I'm super tight with my brothers. I've got my family. You know, some of you guys already know my mom just lost her house the other day. And a couple of guys said, sounds like a torch job. My 72-year-old mom in a house that I gave her, oh yeah, she burned her house, you stupid fucks. Now those 2 guys, when I looked at your profiles, you better hope I never see you, because I will probably go back to prison with the fucking ass whooping I put down on you. 72-year-old woman that just lost 5 dogs or 7 dogs, her Yorkies that meant everything to her, and some cocksucker say that. You 2 motherfuckers don't think for a second. I didn't take a picture of your fucking profile, and I will be fucking looking for you. You better not ever show up at an NPK or anywhere that I'm at. And if you do, you better be a bad mother. You better hit me fucking first with a fucking ball bat or something, because I'm gonna beat the brakes off of you. That was the most chicken shit thing somebody could have said when my mom just lost her house and her dogs inside it. But that's people trying to be relevant. He didn't get to be relevant. He got a bunch of people on his ass on my page. You know what I did? I blocked him. That's the greatest thing about fucking this that I learned. If you guys don't like what I say, I just fucking block you so nobody else can see it. I let shitty comments go by because opinions like assholes. Everybody's got one. Period. So at the end of the day, just had a deal blip up on my screen. Opinions like assholes, everybody's got one. As long as you don't say nothing out of line or rude, you can say, you know, I don't think you're that great a driver. I think you suck. I don't think you can win. Well, you know, hey, that's fine. That's your opinion. Most people couldn't carry my fucking helmet across the racetrack. Most people that talk that shit, they've never been faster than a fucking 14-second fucking quarter mile in their life. I work hard for what I have. I've always worked hard for what I have. I've never asked for no freebies. I've never asked for a handout. There's not one sponsor I've ever called up and said, hey, what will you give me for free? I ask them, what will it cost me for this? And they tell me what they're willing to do. And I tell them what I will try to do to represent them the best that I possibly can. that red car, 90% of that red car I bought, paid for, did not get deal, none of that. I paid for, because I want that car to not, I don't have to do anything but go race that car when I want to, like I used to when I first did Reaper, and have fun doing it. Because that was the third thing he said. We have to have fun. If we can't have fun, this is worthless. Everybody wants to know what team I'm gonna be on. I'm gonna be on Team Reaper. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna bring all my friends with me, and that's who's gonna be my team. I got a lot of friends that I'm really close with. Ryan Martin, Robin Roberts, Dean Carnes, the Brooders, Jack French, Kelly Blueball. They're all great friends of mine. There's a lot of people that I like the shit out of. Bobby Ducati. Bobby Ducati, I like the shit out of Bobby. I think he's a cool motherfucker. But there's a lot of people there that I really like. Dominator's a friend of mine. But I'm not going for a team. I got into that once. I was asked to put a team together. I thought I was helping all those guys get more TV time. I tried to stay out of it to where they could get sponsors and stuff, and it bit me in the ass. They didn't do it intentionally. They came and told me the day of the finale, hey, they're making us say things we shouldn't say. I said, guys, they can't make you say anything, but under pressure, thinking that that's what you have to do, I can see how that would happen. So I don't hold it against them. They're still, Dean Carnes is one of them. He's one of them. I would not be concerned about calling Dean for anything, and I know he can call me for anything he ever needs. I'll help that guy, because Dean's a great fucking guy. He's a great racer, and he races hard, and he's a funny motherfucker. But I'm not gonna have a team. It's just gonna be me racing my car, trying to have fun. With Tyree taking care of the car, it gives me more time to talk to you guys, shoot the shit, and have a good time. All of this TV shit has taken the sport that I love more than anything other than my family, and it's got me to where I don't even want to get in a car anymore. The reason I went to the last few NPKs is I had to see before I signed up for it, are you really gonna do you even really want to do this? I know the fans want me to do it. I know Stacy wants me to do it. I know my brothers would like to see me do it and win. But I had to see if I wanted to do it. And the first race at Cordova, I was like, you know, the next race I went to, which I don't even remember what one it was, we did the last 5. We went to the last 5. And each race, I started feeling it kind of come back to me. I started feeling a little bit of that want to, a little bit of that drive. I'm not there yet. I still haven't sat down and talked to the car. And I know you guys think that's weird as fuck, but the day I talk to that car, that's when I'm gonna be 100% in. When I make it a promise, I won't hurt you if you don't hurt me, just like I had with Reaper. That car always kept its promise to me, and I kept my promise to it. I still believe to this day, and I will for the rest of my life until the day I die, when you build one of these cars, you put a part of your soul into it, and it takes on its own life. That may sound stupid to a lot of you. One of the reasons I like Danny at Counts Custom so much, because he has that same philosophy. You can't put this kind of work and time into it. And most people don't build their cars. That's the thing. Some of these people that want to be relevant, what cracks me up is they've never fucking struck an arc. They've never fucking set a chassis up. They've never done none of that. They make a phone call to the tuners or to the chassis shop, and they just fucking write a check. That red car of mine, every motherfucking piece of that car, every stitch of it. My brother went to chassis engineering, and my 2 brothers and a guy that worked for me at the time that welded, and they built that fucking frame. It came back here, and it has been in this shop or my brother's shop, and every fucking inch of that car was built by me, my brothers, and 2-3 friends of mine. So that car means more to me than any car I've ever had, including Reaper. I just haven't got that connection with that car yet. Everybody said when you turn loose of the button. Well, here's what I discovered when I turned loose of the button. I'm not comfortable in the car. I got to do a lot of different things. I don't like the way the seat belts pull me down. They're too high in the car. I don't like the way the pedals feel. That was the thing. I made so many laps in Reaper. I mean, I made over 1,000 laps in that car in the 10 years I owned. So I knew everything about that car. I knew every wiggle it was gonna make. Now, a lot of people helped change things on it, Nick and Rich and Matt and a bunch of changes that car went through, and I wasn't there doing it, so I didn't know the car like I used to. This car, I know the car. Now I gotta make the car make me comfortable that when I get in that car, because when I get in that car, I'll fall back and I feel like I'm like this. So I gotta do the pour-in seat. There's just a bunch of little stuff that now I have time to focus on and do it right. I'm not rushing it, but I gotta be comfortable in that car, and me and that car's gotta make that connection. Dwayne Mills' daughter, Kaylee, I told her that same thing after she had that crash. I said, listen, you gotta get to know that car, you gotta make laps, you gotta talk to that car, you gotta let that car tell you what it wants. And I was so proud of that. I don't even know her. I know Dwayne a little bit, but not really all that well. But I would, every race that I've been to after that, I'm sitting there cheering her fucking on. And she drove that car for her first win at the season finale in Outlaw Big Tire. And I was excited as she was about it. Because she told me the race before that she came out of the burnout, she had a buy run because that car was broke. And something felt funny in the car, so she just drove it through, and turned out it had 2 broke valve springs. I said, that's when the car's talking to you. So I feel like the car said something to me that day when that squeak came, and that squeak may be something so fucking stupid that I want to kick myself in the ass for not going ahead and testing it, but at the same time, I wasn't comfortable in the car. I wasn't ready to turn loose the button and try to push that car. I wasn't ready. I don't feel like the car was ready. So now our goal is to be ready to race, be at the season premiere, and we're gonna do everything we can. I'm gonna push as hard as I can. We're gonna do all the races. We're gonna try with everything we are to try to at least be a contender for the championship, but our goal is to try to win the championship, not just what my goal was in the beginning of win 1 or 2 races and call it. So we're underfunded. We're underfunded, we're underpowered, but we do have a light car. And I do have a great team this time. So is that a winning combination? I don't know. At the end of the day, we're gonna give it everything that we got, and we'll either come out on top on this deal, or it'll be me that I'll be the one to step on my dick, because Tyree's methodical. He's methodical in everything he does. His customers win championships with him. So I've got the team, I've got the backing, I've got everything in line. Down a little bit on horsepower, but we're also down on weight. So we'll see if this combination, the reason I built this car and the way I built this car, comes out to be a winner, or if we're in the middle of the pack. I would hate that, because that's not what I built the car to do. I built the car to win. And I think I got a winning car. I gotta get my head right. I gotta get comfortable in that car. Go see what we can do. Thanks, guys, and to all you people that want to be relevant, I'm not going to engage you. You got something to say to me, come say it to my motherfucking face. When you're 15 feet away, that's your opportunity.